The psychology of the English language. How language shapes thought and behavior. Language is more than just a tool for communication. It plays a pivotal role in shaping how we think, perceive the world, and interact with others. The English language, with its global reach and rich complexity, offers unique insights into the psychology of language, affecting how individuals process thoughts, emotions, and behavior. In this article, we'll explore how the psychology of the English language impacts learning, social interaction, and cognitive development.
1. The cognitive impact of learning English. The way people learn English can significantly influence their cognitive development. English is known for its irregular grammar rules, vast vocabulary, and complex sentence structures, which challenge learners to develop stronger cognitive flexibility and problem-solving skills. Research shows that bilingual individuals often exhibit improved executive function, meaning they can switch between tasks, manage attention, and solve problems more efficiently than monolinguals. English learners, particularly those learning it as a second language, often undergo code switching between their native language and English. This process helps in building cognitive resilience as the brain constantly adapts to the syntax, semantics, and phonology of two languages. The brain's ability to switch between languages shows how learning English can enhance cognitive processing skills. 2. Language and perception. How English shapes worldview. The language we speak can influence how we perceive the world, a concept known as linguistic relativity. English, as a language, tends to favor precision and specificity. For example, English requires clear distinctions between past, present, and future tenses, which some researchers argue makes English speakers more aware of time as a linear concept. In contrast, some languages, such as Chinese, use less defined verb tenses, leading to different perceptions of time. In English, the abundance of vocabulary gives speakers the ability to express emotions, thoughts, and sensations with more subtlety and nuance. For example, English has several words for similar emotions, such as happy, content, joyful, and elated, each with a slightly different meaning. This allows English speakers to articulate their emotions with greater precision, potentially leading to more self-awareness in emotional and psychological states. 3. Social dynamics and language use. The English language also plays a major role in social interactions. In English-speaking cultures, certain phrases and structures are used to navigate social hierarchies and establish politeness. For instance, indirect language like, "Could you pass me the salt?" is often preferred over direct commands like, "Give me the salt." This use of politeness strategies reflects how English is often used to manage social relationships and communicate subtle power dynamics. Moreover, English speakers frequently use hedging language, such as, "I think" or "maybe," which softens assertions and opens up conversations for differing opinions. This can foster inclusivity in dialogues and demonstrates how language can manage social cohesion. 4. The role of English in identity formation. The English language has become a global lingua franca, meaning that many non-native speakers use English to communicate across cultures. This widespread usage has a profound effect on personal and cultural identity. For some, learning English is a pathway to accessing global opportunities and forming a cosmopolitan identity, while for others, it may evoke concerns about the loss of their native language and cultural uniqueness. Individuals who become fluent in English often report feeling a shift in their identity. This phenomenon, known as linguistic duality, suggests that bilingual individuals can experience two different ways of being, depending on which language they are using. For example, a person may feel more formal and reserved when speaking English but more relaxed and expressive when using their native language. 5. How English facilitates thought and innovation. English, with its rich lexicon and flexible structure, is often seen as a language that fosters creativity and innovation. The language allows for the creation of new words and phrases through compounding, e.g., brainstorm, blending, e.g., brunch, and borrowing from other languages, e.g., café, from French. This adaptability makes English a fertile ground for creative thought, particularly in fields like science, technology, and art. The concept of linguistic creativity in English can also be seen in how speakers manipulate the language to form metaphors, analogies, and humor. Puns, idiomatic expressions, and wordplay are common in English, making it a language where creative expression is not only encouraged but also embedded in everyday communication. 6. Psychological barriers in learning English. Despite its global status, learning English can pose psychological challenges. For non-native speakers, English may be associated with feelings of inadequacy or anxiety, particularly in professional or academic settings. This is often referred to as language anxiety. The fear of making mistakes or being misunderstood can inhibit learners from fully engaging in conversations, which slows down the language acquisition process. Furthermore, English learners may experience what is known as imposter syndrome, where they doubt their language proficiency, even when they are competent. Overcoming these psychological barriers involves creating a supportive learning environment that encourages practice without fear of judgment. 7. The role of English in shaping emotional expression. Research suggests that people express emotions differently depending on the language they are speaking. In English, speakers may feel freer to express certain emotions because of the wide range of emotional vocabulary available. Studies show that bilinguals often report feeling less emotionally attached when speaking a foreign language compared to their native tongue, making it easier for some individuals to discuss difficult or sensitive topics in English. English also has a variety of idioms and phrases related to emotional states, such as wearing your heart on your sleeve or feeling under the weather. These expressions not only enrich emotional communication but also highlight the cultural significance of emotions within English-speaking societies. Conclusion. The psychology of the English language extends far beyond grammar and vocabulary. It influences how individuals think, perceive the world, and interact with others. From enhancing cognitive flexibility to shaping social dynamics and emotional expression, the English language plays a profound role in human psychology. Understanding these psychological aspects of English can deepen our appreciation of the language and offer insights into how language shapes our thoughts and behaviors. Whether you're a native speaker or learning English as a second language, recognizing the psychological elements of language can lead to more effective communication and a richer language experience.